Hello, course creators. Today we're going to talk to Megan Hensley from Holistic Hooves, who has had tremendous success with her course, which is about, wait for it, trimming donkey hooves. That's right. You truly can create a course about anything as long as you are seeing results and you have a system to get there and deliver on a transformation. I think the sky's the limit. You could do a course on whatever you want. So, and I see Megan is on. Megan, I think you just need to request to join and we're gonna rock and roll this interview. Hello, hello, hello. I see Susie's on. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, I see your request. Here we go. Let's do this. Megan's got an incredible story about how she built her course and saw a lot of success selling to other donkey farriers. Hello, Megan.
Hi. I've never done
Hi.
anything.
I've been waiting for this. It's so exciting. Let me adjust myself a little bit. I was just talking about how I truly believe anyone can build a course because you have built a course about how to properly trim donkey hooves. So
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it all now, right? Let's start with where you were before you built the course. And you were building up your audience. You have a great audience doing videos. How did you know you were ready to do a course?
I'm not sure that I was ever actually ready. I just was like, okay, here we go. But you know what happened was, you're right. I've been building an audience. I'm really passionate about donkeys. I've been challenging the farrier industry for a while because donkeys are really underserved and even sometimes mistreated by people in our industry, and they just don't get the same care as horses do and stuff. And so I started traveling around trimming donkeys all over the state, and I was posting videos of me working with the donkeys that nobody else would work with. They said, "Oh, these donkeys are bad," and I said, "Donkeys are not bad. They just need a different approach. They need people that can better understand them." And people started following me, and then I was just getting messages from all over the place going, "Can you help me? Can you come here?" And I'm like, "No, I can't come to New Zealand right now," but that was fun. And I was just like, holy smokes, this is like worldwide. And people just were, I formed a Facebook group where I would like help people with my videos the best I could, and like pictures and things. And people started saying, "Can you teach me how to trim?" And I was like, I don't know if I could do that online. And
You realize that you were in demand, right? You realize that people wanted your expertise beyond where you could drive and offer that expertise.
And they were also just in need for like camaraderie, like they were like, "Oh my God, thank God somebody doesn't think my donkey's just a jerk or doesn't stupid." It's like just this family that's kind of been formed of donkey lovers around the world that are like, "Thank you. Somebody is listening to us," type thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know it's really a mission for you. You said to me one of the first phone calls we did together, you said, I could take care of horses, right? Like I know how to do that too, but I know donkeys are a real mission for you, and I know there's a passion there. And Susie's on, and she said she makes me want a donkey, and I your passion is so contagious. Talk to me. I offered the accelerator back in spring. What happened as far as like you deciding to take it, and I know the investment was a big deal for you at the time.
Yeah, it was. Well, I got your little email, and it said that you were gonna, because I've been following you for a while since I'd heard you on Amy's podcast, and I got an email from you, and you were like, "Oh, I want to have a phone call," and I was like, "Oh, it's probably like a member of her team," but I was like, maybe it's the real Gina. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna book this call. I don't have the money, but I want to talk to her. I just actually wanted to talk to you. It was kind of like how it came about. And at the time, I didn't have even like internet where I live, so I had to go drive my truck to a certain part of the property to like get a signal to have the phone call with you. And
Love
then
it.
it was really you, so that was really fun. And then you were great, and you were like, "This course would be perfect for you." And then I was like, "Well, I don't have the money. Let me see if I can get it." And then I got off the phone with you and I brainstormed a little bit, and I actually ended up reaching out to a client, and she sponsored me, and she paid for that. And then I actually babysit her donkey now. So he moved over to my house for a little while, and I'm like, so it all like kind of came around and worked out. I've been able to repay her for that. But initially she just said, here, take it. You've got to do this. And so that was
Yeah.
it was a real blessing. So, you know, right off the bat, I had you and then my client and other people that were saying, please do this. So I felt afraid and I felt like I didn't have what I needed to do it, but I ended up just doing it. So then I joined your class, and that's
Yeah.
amazing.
And I love that you discovered me via Amy Porterfield and that awesome podcast, episode 206. And I do just want to say really quick, Amy's got a master class for how to create a profitable course. And I know Dejani is going to put up the link for us. If anyone is interested in learning more about Amy, please check it out. And I'll follow up with you as well. CourseCreationBoutique.com/Amy class to check that out, to see the magic of Amy.
Yeah.
And I want to say hi to Lori's on and Susie's on saying hello to us. And I love that you took the class. You were one of our best students, loved it. And I remember you were building your course out and you kind of got stuck. Like you didn't get stuck, but you had a lot of things that you wanted to do, right? And then you said to me, okay, well, when do I just launch this? And I don't know if you remember what I texted you that day or messaged you that day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I started to bug out a little bit. I was like, okay, never mind. I don't think this is doing it. And it really came from, I was afraid that my videos weren't going to be good enough. We're right in the middle of COVID. And so it wasn't like super practical for me to maybe like let someone ride in my truck to come film me. And I was like, how am I going to get these videos? And then I wasn't doing very well with like, remember I had said, I don't know if I want to do like a teleprompter, like maybe I should just riff live.
I remember.
Yeah, finally. Well, what is funny, normally I would travel a lot to do my work.
Yes.
I make a lot of money doing that. Labor for, you know, money, and is what I was most comfortable with. But I wasn't able to do the traveling because of COVID. And so then my money started to dwindle. So then I got down to where it was like, okay, if you don't launch this course, you're going to be poor for like forever. I'm like, and I didn't want to be poor no more. It's kind of like where I was at. And so I messaged you and you were like, yeah, just launch it live. And so I did. And
the next day you did. The next day you announced it. I was so proud of you.
I've been flying by the seat of my pants with it this whole time, and everybody loves it.
Everyone loves it. Cynthia was on and she said she loves your course. I saw her. She says, I'm a student of the donkey course and it's been the best thing I've discovered. Such a huge help. That's you, Megan. That's all you.
I get almost like, I get a little emotional when I think about it because everybody's been so nice to me and it's changed my life. So
yeah.
I wasn't cry.
Let's talk about that. I know, and I get emotional because you get emotional because I'm so proud of you. And this was just something. It was just something inside of you that had to come out.
Yeah,
like one way or another, right?
Yeah.
And now it has, and so many people are getting the benefit of what you have to teach and what your expertise. So tell me, okay, you opened it up to a limited amount of people the first time because you were teaching it live, right? So how many people did you open the course to, and how many signed up?
Okay, so I was like, okay, I can do like 25, 30 people, you know, and you were messaging me and you were like, okay, you don't want to take too many, you know, because you want to make sure you can deliver and there's going to be kinks and all that kind of stuff. So I did 25, but more people than that wanted it. I sent it out to my Facebook group first, and I had like 20 people sign up like that. Then I sent it out to my small email list that I have been building, and I didn't close it down fast enough because I was actually asleep. I wasn't expecting it, and I woke up the next morning and 3 more people, so I was at 28, and I was like, oh crap, and I like shut it down, and then I was like, oh my god, this is amazing.
So like less than a day, you get 28. You want 25, you get 28.
And then I ended up putting a total of 34 people in there. And then I sponsored a sanctuary, a veterinarian friend of mine who has opened a sanctuary. I gave her and her daughter a spot. And then I did a couple other things, you know, for
Yeah.
other people that wanted in, and that felt really good too. Because it was just like it was such a big response. I'm like, okay, then come on in, you know. So
And
yeah,
then I loved it. And then you went through your first class, right? And then I got another message about like a week ago or 10 days and say, can I just open this up for people just to take the class like as is? And I said, hell yes, let's open it up.
yeah.
And then what happened once you opened it up for the second time?
So okay, I opened it up again. So if I had 30, I haven't counted it, but if I had 34 people, I had like 45 people sign up for it. I have a total of 86 students in the class right now. And
That's
so, and I
amazing.
closed it down. Yeah.
And
And
close it
then,
down. And this is 2 months, right? This is just 2 months, 86.
yeah.
Do you mind mentioning how much money that is?
Yeah, no, probably one thing I forgot to mention is in between those two launches, I started selling a very small, a $67 thing of some webinars that I had done at UC Davis. And I took these videos that I had and I thought, well, why can't I throw those together and sell them too? And so those were a little small. So part of that plays in. That's probably like $3,000 of that goes in. But I've made $21,000. It's crazy.
Amazing.
And yeah, and it's coming right up on winter. Like I didn't have a barn. I didn't have a cover for my RV. My landlady needs a new roof and I'm getting it all done.
And did you build a fence? I see that on
Yeah,
Facebook.
we're in the middle of building. That's another thing. We're in the middle of refencing this whole property. I moved, and this all happened right when I lost my home of like 10 years. I had only been down here at the property like maybe 4 weeks when I first spoke to you. So this was like a very difficult time in life. We got uprooted from a place where we'd lived for 10 years, and I moved down to this little place where I'm looking after this little elderly lady. And in exchange,